How to protect yourself from Pontianak. Here are ways to protect yourself from violent ghosts such as Pontianak. If you are new to the supernatural world, you have to adapt and know their weaknesses in case you meet them if they're bad or evil spirits. Okay, back to the topic. If you don't know what Pontianak is, it's commonly believed that this woman are the victims who have trouble but then perish during their childbirth. They will then continue to be a Pontianak if they do not have a proper ritual when they're laid in the graves. When they turn 1, they're then demonic violent vampires who will determine to suck a lot of blood and steal babies from ladies who already give birth to 1. Their victims are mainly pregnant ladies. To identify 1, you will see them as usually sexy-looking woman with pale-looking face which look like a sheet of paper or milk, long hair and white clothing. Sometimes, may be included by a frangipani smell but then most time followed by an awful stench. And, to know whether a Pontianak will appear near, the cry of a baby is soft but to identify if it's far, it should be loud. To fend off a Pontianak, include a sharp item with you, examples, nails, kitchen knife, scissors, make sure it's not a toy type, pliers, thumbtacks, penknife or more, as they are usually scared or fear sharp items. Another is to plunge or insert nails into the hole of her neck which will make her look beautiful but harmless. The last is funny but a little embarrassing. Bare your breasts. This will make the Pontianak ashamed. But if you're daring or brave enough, try it. Pontianak bit my leg. It happened 6 years ago when I was 8. My mom gave birth to a baby boy which was known as my younger brother. After she gave birth to him, we stayed at our grandma's house for 2 weeks. Nothing terrible happened when we were staying there at our grandma's house. But after 2 weeks, we came back to our own house. Just as we entered the home, my younger brother started to cry like he saw something that he shouldn't see. And a few hours later, we settled him down. We were watching a ghost movie that night in the hall. I set up a mattress at the hall for me to sleep because I'll doze off when I was watching a movie late at night. It was in the middle of the movie when I started to drift off. I was making sure that my mom doesn't leave me alone out here at midnight. So, after making sure of some stuff, I slept. All of a sudden, I felt someone sitting right behind me and holding a younger baby and rocking their body back and forth like a cradle. I tilted my head to see who it was. And then I went off to sleep knowing that it was my mom with white dress and holding her younger baby. But then I realized, my mom has no white dress. I shot open and turned around to only see nobody was there. I went to the room and saw my mom was there wearing a blue dress sleeping with her baby. I went to my room and slept with my mom and my brother. As soon as I slept, I had a dream. The dream. My family and I were going out somewhere that night. My dad was opening the door when he suddenly saw a Pontianak sitting down at the aisle looking straight at me with an angry look. It came crawling straight to me. I quickly ran to a room nearby where my dad had hung my God's picture. I'm an Indian so we have our own room for us to pray to the God. Back to the dream, I went to that room knowing that Pontianak can't get in there. As the Pontianak was at the entrance of the room, it gets even angrier because it can't go in. My parents were shocked and they were asking me to get out of the room. I noticed a coffee table at the hallway. I thought that the ghost can't climb up the table and catch me. So insane me, I ran out of the room and went on top of the table. The Pontianak came crawling towards me near the coffee table and opened its mouth wide to gobble and swallow me. I've no any other choice but just to kick on its mouth. The Pontianak gets more outraged and opened its mouth even wide with tons of sharp teeth and bite my leg. I don't know what to do. My family were vanished suddenly. End of the dream. I bolted up from bed screaming. I had the feeling of pain in my leg where the Pontianak had bitten. Since then, I asked my parents to move out and now we've moved out but still having those same creepy dreams like ghosts bringing me somewhere, biting me and chasing me. I'm 13 now and I still have those same eerie dreams. It is horrible.